footing. Bontempelli, massive goal. Can he get the catch? You bet he can. Absolutely awesome.
Jumpstart Pro is such a game changer for losing weight. It's so simple and it's so healthy.
Order today and you could also be enjoying a healthier bank account with 10 chances to win $10,000. Visit lighteneasy.com.au for details.
Amart's Easter sale has been extended. Get 10 to 60% off absolutely everything store-wide. That's massive savings across a huge range of lounges, bedroom, dining and more. You better hurry. This offer must end Tuesday at Amart.
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
The Big Mac is the original mouthful. A one-of-a-kind flavour that now comes in 3 sizes.
Every journey starts with a single movement. From starting steps to cross-country treks, to places of play and right through to finding better ways to work. From the equipment that keeps your daily life moving forward to the reason you want to be home. Fuchs Lubricants, moving your world.
Durable for the worst a job can throw at them. Comfortable for the best who wear them. Steel Blue, support from the ground up.
I hated mirrors. I hated mirrors. I even took down the one in my hallway just so I could avoid looking at my hair.
Make today your turning point, and the doctors at Ashley and Martin could help regrow your hair.
Progress is the power to transport you to another place, to create a feeling that transcends words. And once you've experienced it, it leaves you transformed. Excite the senses.
Introducing Shark Flex Style, our first powerful hairdryer and multi-styling tool in one. For trying a new hair thing. For styling without heat damage. Curl, volumize, smooth, dry. One twist is all it takes. For all hair types and any hair length. Every day is a good hair day. Any hair type, any skill set, for all hair kind. Shark Flex Style, now available in black and pink.
With Emma, testing a new mattress is as easy as... and returning it is as simple as... Shop yours now at emma-sleep.com.au.
I am Aquaman. I'm the warrior and the father, king of Atlantis.
Bring it, boy. Bring the cameras. Bring the... You know how to ride one of these things?
Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Rent it now on Foxtel Store.
target 80-85 in the power play. The batting isn't quite as powerful as the Mumbai Indians. Abhishek Porel, Rishabh Pant don't have a big name to follow thereafter. So they need these two to give them a great start.
But each time these two will walk out the bat, they'll know that it's their job to get the start required for the captains. Remember when Mumbai Indians were chasing the 278, Ishan Kishan, Rohit Sharma gave them an excellent start right at the top. And especially we've seen since the ball is hard, it's new in the first 6 overs, it's a lot easier to find those gaps, go over the infield. But the fluency that you require as a batter in the chase especially. Prithvi Shaw will be eyeing that gap between cover and mid-off.
If you missed it, take another look. Romario Shepherd. Brute force. This is a stunning display of power hitting. That's a picture of joy, surprise, wonder, everything.
Such different styles in which the batter is treated when he walks back into the dressing room. No need for the glides, no need for the cuts, just need those glides over the fielders, outside the park, outside the stadium. He's got the game break man as well, stand up and applaud. So much of difference. Every season we've seen with the Tata IPL growing better and stronger.
So if all these players from the Caribbean play together and start firing, how do you stop them? Puran, Russell, they've lit up this IPL this year. Now Romario Shepherd saw a little glimpse from Shimron Hetmeyer yesterday, just a little glimpse. I love that moment, by the way. Hetmeyer seemed happier than Butler when Butler got 100. Oh, he'll have to hurry. I think there might have been a wicket there. If there's a direct hit. 7 of the over, it's 7 for...
নতুন ক্লোজ আপ তোমাকে দেয় 6 গুণ বেশি ফ্রেশনেস। এখন ট্রিপল ফ্রেশ ফর্মুলার সাথে মুখের কোনায় কোনায় পরিষ্কার করে, জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা দেয়, দেয় সতেজ নিঃশ্বাস 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত। ক্লোজ আপ 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত সতেজ নিঃশ্বাস।
মনের মতো ডিজাইন আর স্টাইলিশ কালেকশন, রিগেল ফার্নিচার, ফার্নিশ ইউর ড্রিম।
Let's one expert, pump it up. Let's one expert, pay your turn. Let's one expert, guess it right. We are gonna win tonight. Let's one expert, whoa, let's one expert, whoa, we are gonna win tonight.
দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্কে মাইজিপি অ্যাপে রিচার্জ হবে এমবি ছাড়াই 1 ক্লিক।
Last ball, he'd given up Prithvi Shaw. And I'll tell you, you hit to mid-on, you call for a single, you get run out. First over chasing 235. And I think he would have been best advised if that had hit, not to bother going back to the dugout, but keep running this way. Behind us is the other exit to the Wankhede Stadium. He knows this area very well. Just pop across, get into a train and go home. But he's around to live and fight another day.
Well, this is a fantastic start from Jasprit Bumrah. He's got his 2 sweepers out at fine leg. Well, The fan poll question, which of Bumrah's magical deliveries is most potent? There's plenty of them. Toe-crushing Yorkers, short ball snorters, crafty slow ones, or hard length deliveries.
Two left-handed batters in the commentary box. Take your pick, two of you.
Was that a sign? The Yorker on cue.
He can be very potent, he can be very dangerous. We've seen that in the past, we've seen that in the present, and we shall continue to see that as well. Even the slower ones are troubling the batters. It's so difficult to pick Jasprit Bumrah and the kind of form that we've always seen him in. You just face him from the other end, non-striker end.
Oh, the free hit down the leg side. A rare bad ball from Jasprit Bumrah. When you first saw Jasprit Bumrah, he just went wide of the crease and angled it in largely. But the range now is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I saw him play his first ODI for India at the SCG. And I think he bounced out Steve Smith, got caught at mid-wicket. Just that extra pace and zip. And have admired him for a number of years now. He's been brilliant for India, for Mumbai in the IPL.
I think he was picked for the T20 side on that tour. And there was a game in Adelaide. So he was transiting Sydney to go to Adelaide. So he's spending time with the Indian team on his way to Adelaide, and they said, would you play this game as well? And that's how he made his debut in one-day cricket. And needless to say, he hasn't looked back since. Most wickets by pacers in IPL since 2015. Jasprit Bumrah, 140 wickets at an economy of 7.3 on June bowling. The difficult overs.
I'm just trying to remember, do they still ask you, can you play this game? Would you be available? That's a nice question. Any day, the answer would be a yes, I think.
I think that they said you're playing tomorrow. There's a slow one. 4 of the over, 2 gone. It's 11 for no loss, and Warner will get strike at the first in the next over.
Pepsodent Charmy Check.
Chocolate? Na baba na. আজ মার সাথে অনেক ডিসম হয়েছে চকলেট খাবে ডায়াবেটিস হবে ডিসম তুমি পেপসোডেন্ট দিয়ে ব্রাশ করো না
পেপসোডেন্ট চার্মি চেক 12 ঘন্টা জীবাণুদের সাথে লড়াই করে দিবে ডায়াবেটিস থেকে সর্বাধিক সুরক্ষা
সব সময় চকলেট মা ডিসম তো পেপসোডেন্ট করবে তাই না
এক মাস দূরে থাকবা
ভিডিও কলে থাকবো তো
পুরো এক মাস কি টেনশন রবিতে নো টেনশন কারণ এক মাসের প্যাকে অনেক বেশি ইন্টারনেট ভাই আপনার বল রবি
পাওয়ার চুমুকে অ্যাকশন দারুণ সব ফিচার সহ রেডমি নোট 13 ঠিক যেন সুপার নোট তাই রেডমি নোট 13 সিরিজের সাথে এবার আপনার ঈদও হয়ে উঠুক সুপার ঈদ
এই ঈদে দেশ জুড়ে কেনাকাটার ফুর্তি হবে শুধু বিকাশে
সাথে ডিসকাউন্ট কুপন ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক
Career averaging 41, striking 140, extraordinary. Ooh, almost played on. You don't want that kind of start. He's Kiri, Madhwal.
Yeah, he's got a remarkable IPL record, David Warner. You see Madhwal start. Tries to drag him wide. He chopped on last game. And one thing he has done really well in the power play in this IPL, he's second in terms of the sixes hit. Narayan and Abhishek Sharma are sitting on top with 9 each, but Warner's hit 8, so he's going to be aggressive.
I think that's how Warner plays best. But also I think the situation has dictated how Delhi Capitals will have to bat. Asking rate is 12.68.
But it's most bowlers who are targeting David Warner with this angle delivery. Just in the reach so that he tries to throw his hands at it, but still always angling across the left-hander. And the stance as well just gives an indication to the bowlers that he's a candidate outside the off stump. Surprising they don't keep a third slip or a second slip to David Warner. Most times it's about defensive field, so they've got a deep gully. The player standing at the edge of the 30-yard circle. for that uppish stroke from David Warner.
I quite like this field though because they've got their protection at deep square, at the point is square rather than finer, and they're trying to say to him, well, you can get your 4 down to third man, but that might bring in a chop on or a little nick to the keeper.
He's had 4 eventful deliveries that he's faced. First 6 deliveries, he was on the non-striker end watching Prithvi Shaw. Now he's trying to identify the areas on the ground where he can pick up the first scoring shot of his.
Yeah, and that shot's been an area where he's really been able to do some damage, sort of pick it up and deposit it over fine leg or deep backward square.
Didn't quite come off the middle of the bat, so it'll take its time getting to the boundary. There's so much vacant real estate there that even if it took its time, it got there eventually.
It just got a little closer to David Warner there. Like most bowlers, he's still looking for that wicket ball to dismiss the opener. Akash Madwal, 4 different lengths, lines that he's tried to bowl at Warner. This one, of course, Warner getting the better of Akash.
I don't think the batters are getting the hang of the space of this deck.
Girls, চুলে নজর কারা ব্ল্যাক শাইন পেতে টিপ নাম্বার 4 সূর্য থেকে আড়ালে রাখো টিপ নাম্বার 3 সময় থাকলে হেয়ার প্যাক বানাও টিপ নাম্বার 2 দিনে 100 বার চুল আঁচড়াও এসব বাদ নজর কারা শাইনের জন্য নাম্বার 1 টিপ নিউ সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইনে আছে ভিটামিন ই ও আমলা যা তোমাকে দেয় নজর কারা ব্ল্যাক শাইন ওয়াও এত শাইনি নজর কারা শাইন চুলের নাম্বার 1 চয়েস নিউ সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন
প্রতিটা ইফতার মিটাপেই ভরে যাবে মন ফ্যামিলি আর অচেনাও হয়ে যাবে আপন আর যেখানেই ইফতার মিটাপ সেখানে রিফ্রেশিং 7 আপ
বড় 7 আপের সাথে 25 টাকার 7 আপ ফ্রি
আরফিল ওয়ারড্রপ এতে ব্যবহৃত ইনসেক্টস রিপেলেন্ট মাস্টার ব্যাগ
Now Romario Shepherd with ball in hand. Is the boot going to be on the other foot?
Well, one thing Romario Shepherd does is he does bowl on the power play in the CPL for Guyana. He had a pretty good CPL last year in the Caribbean. But these two will be certainly looking to target him midway through this power play.
I've noticed he's bowling a power play for the West Indies as well. Career economy rate of 9, suggests he might be a little expensive. Suddenly he's giving you the extra option. Even if he bowls 2 overs, that's good enough for the Mumbai Indians.
It allows the captain to be a lot more flexible on the night and instinctive with who's bowling well, and someone always travels in these games, so just gives you that extra flexibility and being a little bit more unpredictable about who bowls when you've got the extra option.
It is indeed on the other foot. David Warner saying, you hit us there, I'll hit you further. That is a great hit from David Warner.
That's a lovely pickup shot as well, and it's a strength zone that we are seeing. Most left-handers, especially in this Sara IPL, played so well and so nicely. It was always asking to be hit. Stays on the crease, the balance is there, just a transfer of body weight on the back foot, and the bounce that he gets from the surface does the rest, allows him to free his arms.
Fielder underneath, on the edge of the circle. Might have been the slow ball that did him in. Today is Romario Shepherd Day. Picks up the huge wicket of David Warner, the last thing the Delhi Capitals wanted.
Brilliant comeback from Romario Shepherd. He'd been deposited the deep fine leg for 6, the ball before, and then the slow ball took him wider. Warner was so far off the ball after clearing that front leg, he got no power through the shot, towed it to Hardik Pandya at mid-on. It's his day today, Romario Shepherd. Warner departs for 10. DC.
ফারিয়া অ্যাবসেন্ট ম্যাম।
এত বাচ্চা স্কুল আসেনি?
রোগ জীবাণু যেভাবে ছড়িয়ে পড়ছে একজনের থেকে অন্যদের কাছে, কি করে লড়বে ওরা?
রোগ থেকে সুরক্ষিত থাকতে রোগ ছড়ানো ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে লড়তে হবে। এজন্যই লাইফবয় ভাইরাস ফাইটার, যা ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে লড়াই করে আপনাকে রাখবে সুরক্ষিত। আর সাথে দিবে ফ্রিতে প্রাভা হেলথের ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ। শুধু একটি মিসড কল দিন ট্যাগে দেওয়া নম্বরে।
ইঞ্জিনিয়ার সাহেব, দেখেন তো এত বড় দুর্যোগেও ওই বাড়িগুলি দাঁড়িয়ে আছে কোন শক্তিতে?
এজন্য প্রয়োজন দক্ষ ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং পরিকল্পনা এবং মানসম্পন্ন উচ্চ শক্তির নির্মাণ সামগ্রীর ব্যবহার।
যেমন বিশ্বসেরা কোয়ান্টাম প্রযুক্তিতে তৈরি জিপিএইচ কোয়ান্টাম B600DR, বর্তমানে বাংলাদেশের উচ্চ শক্তি সম্পন্ন একমাত্র রড।
আরফিল ওয়ার ড্রপ, এতে ব্যবহৃত ইনসেক্টস রেপিলেন্ট মাস্টার ব্যাচ পোকামাকড় থেকে কাপড়কে রাখে সম্পূর্ণ সুরক্ষিত। আরফিল ওয়ার ড্রপ, যত্নে থাকুক ভালোবাসা।
দেশ জুড়ে জিপি স্টার, পাশে আছি সব সময়।
Been forced to put up Abhishek Porel up at 3. They were using him as an impact sub. But that's what happens when you don't have enough Indian batters in your squad. You want to use a second overseas bowler, you've got to find somebody else to bat in the top order. And you wish him well, because he came and finished so well for Delhi in one of the games. He got 30 of 10 balls in the very first game. Good keeper too, so he's a promising young talent.
Yeah, that was the game against Punjab, where Abhishek Porel was the impact player and he made a solid impact.
How good is that? He went for a 6 and finished the over 1 for 9. Delhi Capitals 24 for 1 from 4.
It's coming. It's coming. Game time, I'm ready to go. My enemies, they get overthrown. The king comes, takes over the throne. And when I play, all of the people go.
ভীম লিকুইডে 20 টাকা ছাড়।
It's already behind the 8 ball here, Delhi Capitals. What they needed was a real good power play. Because now it's going to become more and more difficult once the ball gets older. That's David Warner. Foxed by that slower delivery.
Yeah, if you're looking at this Delhi Capitals batting lineup, you look towards David Warner. If you want a wicket, that's the one you want first.
He'll get 4 for that hit. He's not all that tall, but had to reach for it. It was dug in very short. It sat up nicely.
And they'll be throwing their back at everything. Prithvi Shaw at one end should just ensure that he makes an impact right at the top. Yes, he's lost David Warner, but there's still Prithvi Shaw. There's a lot of crickets in this contest still to be played. So shots like these and runs for him will definitely assist.
He's got hold of that nicely. Consecutive boundaries now for Prithvi Shaw. They need some big overs here quickly to get them back on track. They use the power play. That's what they'll say. You have to. If you're going to get to 235, because then you'll end up too far behind. It's a whole lot of work. It's not to say the game's lost, but a long way towards that if in the power play you're not going probably at about at least tens. More runs, this time straight to the fielder. Well, 33 for 1 the innings so far.
Now they started off with a boundary from Prithvi Shaw. Akash Madhwal came in, got a bit of a stick from David Warner. The moment he got closer to a soft dismissal to Hardik Pandya taking that catch of Romario Shepherd. A team which is looking for a strong power play, especially without losing a wicket, hasn't managed that. 33 for 1 at this stage. Innings was Abhishek Porel, 32 not out in 10 deliveries. He'll be up against this quality bowling lineup. Hardik Pandya, Tilak Verma, Nabi included in the squad as well, and Piyush Chawla.
We'll have to see where it pitched. 5 overs have been bowled, 33 for 1. It's crazy. Everyone thinks it's hilarious when you get when the ball hits you. Burrell just hit beneath the inner thigh pad and above the leg guard. Yeah, so very sore. So 33 for 1. This is the last ball of the previous over. Just pitching outside, but that could have hurt him. Missing the pads.
It's one of those injuries which remind you for the next 10 days that you missed the ball in different colors.
That's in the air. Clears mid on. We need more of that, especially in this last over of power.
Probably not enough if you're the Capitals. 5 4s and a couple of 6s.
You can see taking the pace of the ball immediately, even in power play. Mumbai got 75 in power play.
It's been excellent work, a continuation of the momentum from the end of their innings. Right on it in terms of tactics. The fact that they've taken pace off has meant that they've recognized what's going on in the surface, and that if there was that variation from them, then it could make things difficult.
He's bearing it nicely, Romario Shepherd, and having a good game. This was the 6th when he got David Warner, then took the pace off. The direction and the line of that delivery is what Fox Warner.
Yeah, and two things. Yes, pace off, but also Warner and any batter in that power play is looking for some width, so that there was no pace on the wide one. No ways he was pulling out of it, not with a score of 234 on the board.
They're just reviewing the...
You can freeze it here. The ball is going. You can freeze it here. Yeah, it would have passed above the head height of the batter, even if he was standing upright at the popping crease. It is a wide. Ullas, I will tell you to signal wide. I'll tell you when you're on screen. You're on screen. Please signal wide. Thank you.
Yeah, good review. I say good because he's got it. And they need all the help they can get. Delhi Capitals, as many balls as possible.
So no pace to play with. And he's making an impression here. Mario Shepherd, first with the bat, then with the ball. Reminds you so much of how Karen Pollard started and just took the city by storm.
Beautiful sight. Wonderful shot from the drone. And it's the blue of Mumbai. That's happy.
Just off Marine Drive, right in the heart of the city. And it buzzes every time the Mumbai Indians play here, especially if they start off like this. Coming up, LSG versus GT. All eyes will be once again on Mayank Yadav in Lucknow. Mohit Sharma has done extremely well for Gujarat Titans.
Right, what are we waiting for now? Right, the umpires have finished their little chat. Here's Nabi. Picked in the side specifically because there's left-handers in the Delhi Capitals. Actually, think he's a better bowler than that.
Yeah, and in selecting him, there is a strengthening of both sides of things, the batting and the bowling, because he's quite adept as a batter, and a batter who comes in at the back end who can try and do the things that the Romario Shepherd did, sort of things. And as you say, Harsha is a bowler, very good, smart bowler, able to change his pace, not a great deal of turn unless the surface offers that, but is good for his accuracy and variation of pace.
An extraordinary career. I mean, you look at Mohammad Nabi and you're seeing the history of Afghanistan cricket in front of you, all the way up from the lower divisions into international cricket, and he just keeps going.
39 years young.
And in this case, young is the appropriate word. He'll enjoy playing here in Mumbai. Nabi, an angel one moment. For him, he'll increase the viewership of Mumbai Indians game in Afghanistan.
Yeah, still very much a popular guy. 50s up for Delhi Capitals. Going a little slower than they'd like. However, you don't lose it in the beginning. Just try and stay in touch somehow.
Can't help repeating this, but if you build yourself an Indian batting core, this gives you so much flexibility in what you can do with your overseas quartet. Mumbai Indians are the only side, they don't need to play an overseas batter in their top 5. So they can play the free hitters, Romario Shepherd, Mohammad Nabi, they can get a Kudzia and he can hit the ball. As he put that in the gap, didn't quite hit it well enough. 7 of the over, with the asking rates 14, 53 for 1 from 7.
মনের মতো ডিজাইন আর স্টাইলিশ কালেকশন, রিকেল ফার্নিচার, ফার্নিশ ইওর ড্রিম।
বিকাশে কম খরচে ক্যাশ আউটের লিমিট বেড়ে 50,000। প্রিয় এজেন্টও 2টা সেট করা যাবে সুবিধা মতো।
আরএফএল বালতি, দেশের বালতি, 10-এর বালতি। দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্কে মাইজিবি অ্যাপে রিচার্জ হবে এমবি ছাড়াই 1 ক্লিকে।
Brother Porel, Ishan Porel. They're both fast bowlers. And Abhishek keeps wicket. He might actually enjoy bowling on the surface, Piyush Chawla. I think it's, as Ricky Ponting said early on, it's a little slower than most Mumbai surfaces.
I didn't have a very good game against the Rajasthan Royals the other day, Piyush Chawla. We're having a chat with him earlier on prior to the start of the game, and he says it doesn't really matter. You just turn up and you bowl well. You're vastly experienced, have played enough cricket to understand how to vary the pace, how to use the conditions. And more importantly, this afternoon, Mumbai has 234 on the board. It's not a low score as it was against the Royals.
Yeah, they need many more of that. Many more of that. Here's one time superbly from Prithvi Shaw.
Not often he'd bat this many deliveries, Prithvi Shaw, and miss time so many. Generally bludgeons it. And he bats a long time, and bowling attacks are put to the sword. They need more of this. Perhaps this breaks the shackles for him.
Plays it almost off his stumps. He's a good player. Plays the angles very well. And he's taking the attack to Piyush Chawla.
Yeah, both those shots played very well because he's waited on them. The first one as well, he gave himself a fraction of time before he meant to play that six. This one, just that shift in the body weight, the forward press and then the lean back, playing it as late as possible.
Lovely. This is Prithvi Shaw now. He's come to the Wankhede Stadium.
Yeah, still a delivery to go here, and it's gone for 15, this one. Oh, wonderful use of the feet. And they struck that well, and away it goes for 4. No fielders there. They need a consistent, concerted assault.
Oh, leading edge. Maybe it's his day. Maybe it's his day. 16 have come up.
পারিয়া অ্যাবসেন্ট ম্যাম।
এত বাচ্চা স্কুল আসেনি?
রোগ জীবাণু যেভাবে ছড়িয়ে পড়ছে একজনের থেকে অন্যদের কাছে, কি করে লড়বে ওরা?
রোগ থেকে সুরক্ষিত থাকতে রোগ ছড়ানো ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে লড়তে হবে। এজন্যই লাইফবয় ভাইরাস ফাইটার, যা ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে লড়াই করে আপনাকে রাখবে সুরক্ষিত আর সাথে দিবে ফ্রিতে প্রাভা হেলথের ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ। শুধু একটি মিসড কল দিন প্যাকে দেওয়া নম্বরে।
Enjoy the emotions of the sports with Melbot. Enjoy the energy, the victory. Only victory. Only Melbot.
ইফতারের পরে ট্রাই করুন নতুন স্প্রাইট এক্সট্রা মিল্ক ফ্লেভার।
Power, চুমুকে অ্যাকশন।
রিয়েল চকোলেটে ফান মানে চকো ফান, চকোলেটের আসল মজা চকো ফান।
রিয়েল চকলেটের রিয়েল ফান, রীতিশা চকো ফান বিস্কিট। নতুন বাসায় সেই পুরনো আপদ, দেখো ক্লিক সিলিং ফ্যান, বিভিন্ন মডেলের কত ডিজাইন। এতে আছে ইউনিক ডিজাইনের অ্যালুমিনিয়াম ব্লেড, তাই বাতাস ছড়ায় প্রতিটি কোণায়। ডাবল শিল্ডেড বল বেয়ারিং এর জন্য একদম সাউন্ড।
ক্লিক ফ্যান, প্রশান্তির হাওয়া ছড়িয়ে যাবে সবখানে।
খেললি?
খেললাম, পড়লাম, গাছেও পানি দিলাম। হেল্প লাগবে?
রোজা সারাদিনেও ও থামবে না। সেহরিতে ওকে দেই হরলিক্স। এতে আছে 23টি প্রয়োজনীয় পুষ্টি। হরলিক্স সেহরিতে সহায়তা করে পুষ্টিতে।
সেম কাপড় এখনই লাগবে।
বাঙালি ফাস্টেস্ট 4Gতে 699 টাকা রিচার্জে 50 GB। পাওয়ার, চুমুকে অ্যাকশন।
নতুন আর উন্নত গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি। এত গ্লো প্রমোশন হয়েছে পুরো 40%। আরে আমার না, গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি শুধু ক্রিম না, সিরাম ক্রিম দ্যাট 40% বেশি উজ্জ্বলতা। এর মাল্টিভিটামিন সিরাম ত্বকের 3 স্তর গভীরে যায়, দাগ ও মলিনতা দূর করে আর দেয় 40% বেশি উজ্জ্বলতা। মানে এইচডি গ্লো, বিশ্বের 1 নম্বর গ্লো ক্রিম, গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি।
এইবার প্রমাণ পাওয়া যাবে। কি বুঝলেন? সেরা প্রাইম সবচেয়ে দীর্ঘস্থায়ী এবং মজবুত ট্যাঙ্ক আছে, 50 বছরের ওয়ারেন্টি।
সেরা প্রাইম ওয়াটার ট্যাঙ্ক, ব্যাকটেরিয়া মুক্ত দীর্ঘস্থায়ী ট্যাঙ্ক।
এই অ্যানিভার্সারিতে কত কি রান্না করলাম, কিছুই তো বললে না।
তোমার রোস্ট তো সেই।
তাই? আর
এই যে রোস্ট, পারফেক্ট ব্লেন্ডের রাঁধুনি রোস্ট মশলা দেয় এমনই স্বাদ, রোস্ট ছাড়া আর কিছু মাথায় থাকবে না।
জাস্ট ফর বেবি পাউডার, অতিরিক্ত আর্দ্রতা থেকে রক্ষা করে।
One thing I do want to see, and I'd like to get your opinion on it. What's Hardik Pandya bowl? Didn't bowl in the previous game. But if Pandya doesn't bowl 2 games in a row, suddenly you start to worry, oh, hang on. Is that back all right? Is he still able to bowl well? So definitely, I think from the Mumbai Indians' point of view, he's got a bowl today. Didn't bowl in the last game. Right, partnership 47 of 27. Good job. So in the 9th over, let's go down and meet Ravi Shastri.
Well, with me now, I've got Mrs. Nita Ambani, Sachin Tendulkar. It's a fabulous day today. Nita Babi, first of all, 18,000 kids today at the ground. How does it make you feel, this atmosphere?
I mean, just look at this. Isn't it magical?
Yes.
I mean, the children are bringing so much positivity, energy, and joy to the stadium. And I think the ESA initiative has reached out to 18,000 children. 18,000 children are in the stands today from different NGOs. I believe sport does not discriminate, and talent can come from anywhere. Maybe one of these kids will reach the pinnacle of success, and I hope they take back so many cherished memories from this experience and have the power and the courage to believe in their dreams. It's just too heartwarming.
Sachin, you would have sat in the stands, watched the game. What do you think these young kids, what does it do for them today?
It's simply majestic. You know, the kind of energy that children create inside the stadium. That is what the players long for, positivity. And that is what I've experienced over the years. It's only gotten better and better. And it's, for me,
পাইপের বস না কিনলে লস।
Prithvi Shaw, 57 of 34 is 85 for one. Back to Ravi.
Yes, Nita Babu, you're talking about the kids and what it does for them.
So, Ravi, I have a story to tell. Some years ago, I was sitting with the children for the ESA match, and there was a little girl sitting with her snack box next to me. And while she was eating, I noticed she was leaving everything half. She was not completing her snack box. So I asked her, I said, baby, why don't you eat? She says, no, I have a little brother waiting for me at home. And he has never tasted cake in his life. And I'm saving it up for him. I mean, these are stories that touch your heart.
Sachin, you've come here as a player. You're an icon now with Mumbai Indians. You've seen this initiative. You've sat on this ground and watched games. What does this remind you of?
It reminds me of my first experience at the stadium. I was sitting there in the North Stand. And this was way back in 1983 when you were part of the Indian team. I had come here with my elder brother Ajit to watch the test match. And today, even after playing for 24 years of international cricket, I still remember that very moment. And that is exactly what is something that all these children are experiencing today. Years down the line, they will remember this moment. This is a golden moment for them. And for me, that was the beginning of a beautiful journey. Who knows, it could be a beginning of many more journeys from here, from this very stadium, from this very match and this very initiative. So again, extremely happy to be here. But something these children are going to take back home is they have watched both these teams being extremely competitive, playing hard, but they are playing in the right spirit. So you may win or you may lose, but it is important not to find shortcuts, and that's the lesson I'm hoping that all these children take back home with them.
And Nita Bhabi,
Pepsodent Charmy Check.
চকলেট না বাবা না, আজ মার সাথে অনেক ডিসুম হয়েছে। চকলেট খাবে একটা বেশি হবে। ডিসুম তুমি পেপসোডেন্ট দিয়ে ব্রাশ করো না?
Pepsodent Charmy Check 12 ঘন্টা জীবাণুদের সাথে লড়াই করে দিবে ক্যাবিন থেকে সর্বাধিক সুরক্ষা।
সব সময় চকলেট।
মা, ডিসুম তো পেপসোডেন্ট করবে, তাই না?
মনের মতো ডিজাইন আর স্টাইলিশ কালেকশন রিকেল ফার্নিচার ফার্নিশ ইউর ড্রিম
Before every game, I believe that everything will work out. Contrary to superstition and prediction. 1x Bet, united by cricket, united by win. Join now.
Power, Chumuke action.
All two very powerful forces.
Two powerful forces downstairs as well. In fact, three.
Now Abhishek Patel, just shot and got for four. He just missed it completely. I got the feeling he was going initially to take the catch. Didn't get a good bounce on it. And it's just a nice little phase this for Delhi Capitals.
Yeah, had to try and judge as he comes across how it'll skim, and in fact he's ended up in no man's land, if you know what I'm saying, too close to the ball, and so it bounces and he's unable to judge where it's going to end up and totally misses it.
This is a good phase for the Delhi Capitals. 3 overs before this, 41 runs. Now they've already got 6 from this one. 100 comes up.
Yeah, 100 comes up, and I'm interested in getting into your mind, Kato, because as a batter, big total like this and trying to manage the scoreboard in a chase, these days they're not too unhappy as they look at the scoreboard. If the rate's probably, I'll say, under 15, and I know that seems silly. I want your opinion on that.
No, it's not silly at all, Pommy, because a lot of teams, when they're playing on these good surfaces, like we saw recently in Vizag with that 277 game, sorry, that was at Hyderabad, and then the 272 game at Vizag, teams try and keep it around 12s. And obviously a lot depends on the surface. But we know this is good surface. Yes, it'll probably slow up a bit, and Mumbai will probably start to take a bit more pace out of the ball. But if they can keep it sub 15 and keep wickets in hand, they will be in with a shout, because we saw how many runs were scored late in this innings with the power of the modern batsmen. Obviously, Shep and David Delhi have got power in Pant and Stubbs, and maybe one of these two if they bat through.
And also from the bowling perspective, when you have 15 to try and defend it and over, say, the final one, many a ground you'll find that there's a side you can work with. And by that I mean there's a bias to one side or the other. Here, today, the longest hit is 74. That's not long at all for any of these players, and we've seen a few that have come off the bottom of the bat and still gone out the ground, so it makes it that much more difficult for you as the bowler. It means whatever it is that you decide is your modus operandi, you've got to hit it exactly right. If you don't, the punishment is severe, and many a time is out of the ground, literally out the ground.
Another boundary. Abhishek Porel is starting to look very good here, 30 of 19. This partnership will just start to revive hopes among the faithful supporting Delhi Capitals. 84 of 44, another good over.
Just brilliant poise, manipulation of the ball, use of the wrists when it's going down the ground. He's not looking to bludgeon the ball. It's all placement, and so good at just maneuvering the ball to where he wants it to go.
It's put down. I just wonder whether Kudja thought the catch was already done before it was.
নতুন আর উন্নত গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি, এত গ্লো প্রমোশন হয়েছে পুরো 40%। আরে আমার না, গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি শুধু ক্রিম না, সিরাম ক্রিম, দ্যাট 40% বেশি উজ্জ্বলতা। এর মাল্টিভিটামিন সিরাম ত্বকের 3 স্তর গভীরে যায়, দাগ ও মলিনতা দূর করে আর দেয় 40% বেশি উজ্জ্বলতা, মানে এইচডি গ্লো, বিশ্বের 1 নম্বর গ্লো ক্রিম, গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি। বিকাশে কম খরচে ক্যাশ আউটের লিমিট বেড়ে 50,000, প্রিয় এজেন্টও 2টা, সেট করা যাবে সুবিধা মতো। ফ্রেশ কোকোনাট থেকে তৈরি বাংলাদেশের তেল, বাংলাদেশের জুই।
অনাকাঙ্ক্ষিত ঘটনা এড়াতে চাই ফায়ার রেজিস্ট্যান্স পলিকার্বনেটে তৈরি ক্লিক সুইচ, যা 100% নিরাপদ ও শক প্রুফ।
জাস্ট ফর বেবি পাউডার অতিরিক্ত আর্দ্রতা থেকে রক্ষা করে।
The difference between the two sides at this stage, a mere 6 runs. What is 19.2? All right, Bumrah, first over just 4. Now they won't try and run him out. So Rishabh Pant, Tristan Stubbs, if Kumar Kushagra can get going, 127 and 53, the 14.4 and over. Now tell me, how can you sometimes start to think, I've got the catch all covered?
No, I was thinking more, you can do that, but still advised to do so. But I just thought he didn't see it, because watching out the window with the way he started to run, he sort of started to run towards the edge of the circle and then had to turn towards the ball. So maybe he thought it was going further than it actually ended up in the end. He certainly won't want to see that again. Sun setting, and I know they're saying, oh, you can't give him any excuses, but it's just that time of the day.
Well, sun setting on the west, which is behind where Kudja was, but it's reflecting off a lot of the metallic surfaces there.
That golden hour.
Right, Abhishek Porel, what are you going to do here? 32 of 21. Bumrah's going round the wicket. It's a nice evening, nice summer evening.
He is the strength of Mumbai Indians, because in a game where things are going one way and you think about how you sort of work with him as a captain, this was the question asked before, which of Bumrah's magical deliveries is most potent? The fact that he has all of those is actually a story in itself. But many of you have gone for the toe-crushing Yorkers. Yeah, and what I'm on about is the fact that as a game's going in one direction, you've used him for two up at the front. Sometimes the skippers will say, oh, I just want one because I want him available to me all the way through the game. And at critical times, you then bring him into the attack. Seldom does he not deliver you a wicket, but hardly ever does he not shift the game. It doesn't matter what's happening. When he comes into the attack, he does something for you and puts your opposition further behind.
And the toe crusher that we were just talking about. Nobody, absolutely nobody in the world bowls it better than this magician. He almost determines where the ball is going to land. It is an object of joy.
And right on cue, he doesn't let his fans down with that toe-crushing Yorker. That slams into the base of leg stump. Prithvi Shaw's played an absolute gem of 66 off 40, strike rate of 165, but he gets sawn off by that man, Bumrah. He's a genius, and the Capitals now are 110 for 2.
আজকে স্পেশাল ডে, ওই ড্রেসটাই পরেছিস তো যেটা গত বছর একসাথে কিনেছিলাম? ঘুরেই দেখ, চিটার, ইয়াংগেস্ট প্রেজেন্টার হয়েছিস আর নতুন ড্রেস কিনে ফেললি। এটা ঠিক না। এটাই ঠিক, তোর পাউডার ঠিক নেই। এটা তো ড্রেসের উজ্জ্বলতা কেড়ে নিচ্ছে। আর তোরটা, এটা রিন দিয়ে ধোয়া, যার ব্রাইট লক টেকনোলজি সাধারণ পাউডারের তুলনায় দেয় দ্বিগুণ উজ্জ্বলতা। রিন অ্যাডভান্সড দেয় দ্বিগুণ উজ্জ্বলতা।
1 মাস দূরে থাকবা?
ভিডিও কলে থাকবো তো।
পুরো 1 মাস?
কি টেনশন? রবিতে নো টেনশন, কারণ 1 মাসের প্যাকে অনেক বেশি ইন্টারনেট।
ভাই আপনার বল। রবি
আরএফএল ওয়্যার ড্রপ, এতে ব্যবহৃত ইনসেক্টস রেপিলেন্ট মাস্টার ব্যাচ পোকামাকড় থেকে কাপড়কে রাখে।
Bumrah have in store for him. Oh, some player this Bumrah is. 2 overs, 1 for 8. It's 111 for 2.
নতুন ক্লোজ আপ তোমাকে দেয় 6 গুণ বেশি ফ্রেশনেস। এখন ট্রিপল ফ্রেশ ফর্মুলার সাথে মুখের কোনায় কোনায় পরিষ্কার করে, জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা দেয়, দেয় সতেজ নিঃশ্বাস 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত। ক্লোজ আপ, 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত সতেজ নিঃশ্বাস।
আরএফএল ওয়্যার ড্রপ, এতে ব্যবহৃত ইনসেক্টস রেপিলেন্ট মাস্টার ব্যাচ পোকামাকড় থেকে কাপড়কে রাখে সম্পূর্ণ সুরক্ষিত। আরএফএল ওয়্যার ড্রপ, যত্নে থাকুক ভালোবাসা।
দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্কে মাইজিবি অ্যাপে রিচার্জ হবে এমবি ছাড়াই 1 ক্লিকে।
পাওয়ার চুমুকে অ্যাকশন।
ইফতারের পরে ট্রাই করুন নতুন স্প্রাইট এক্সট্রা মিল্ক ফ্লেভার।
Too far away from Jasprit Bumrah. Okay, Chawla comes back. First over for 16. Oh, it took a lot of the speed off, so they'll come back for 2. One thing I'm intrigued by is fact we haven't seen Hardik Pandya bowl. Didn't bowl in the last game.
Percent of the fans thought he didn't let them down. Right on cue.
And he has the ability to get set batsmen out.
Fielder, oh, almost. Tilak Varma was there. They practiced this so much. It's just a little behind him.
Yes, he was looking to push it back into play. And he picked the googly and sent it a long way. He's a dangerous player. I think what Delhi Capitals need is to carry on with the momentum. There's enough batting still to come. And the reason I say it's not every day you're going to get a 32-run over. So you don't want to leave it too late. When you're up against a score as big as what Mumbai Indians have made on this surface, which is a little bit on the slower side, you can't afford too many dot balls. You've got to rotate the strike and hope for one big hit every over.
Look at those two, absolutely locked together. Delhi Capitals 120 for 2, Mumbai Indians 121 for 3 at the same point. The difference could lie in what followed. 96 of the last 5 overs.
Yeah, and the difference could be that man that just took the final, or the last wicket, I should say. He's still got 2 overs left, and I dare say Hardik Pandya will use him in those last 4 overs.
Yeah, but if he doesn't bowl himself, then he's got to get more overs out of the others. That is 6 from the moment it left the bat. This game is open, gentlemen. This game is open.
Yeah, it certainly is, Harsha. Stubbs has got a point to prove. He was at Mumbai last year, got released. He's having a very good IPL. He's been in excellent touch in 2024 on the back of a wonderful SA20. He just picks that up. It's his 5th ball, and he's already hit 2 sixes.
And the right tactics too. I mentioned you've got to keep going. This is the finishing line.
चांद बदनी धोनी नाचो तो देखी सोहा चांद बदनी धोनी नाचो तो देखी
তোমার চোখ তো সরছেই না
তোমার উজ্জ্বলতা সরতেই দিচ্ছে না
প্রথমবারের মতো ভিটামিন সি ও ভিটামিন ই সমৃদ্ধ নতুন লাক্স যা দেয় আমার দাগহীন উজ্জ্বলতা নতুন লাক্স
মনের মতো ডিজাইন আর স্টাইলিশ কালেকশন রিকেল ফার্নিচার ফার্নিশ ইউর ড্রিম
সেম কাপড় এখনই লাগবে
সুপার স্পিডের সব সলিউশন নিয়ে বাংলালিংক ফাস্টেস্ট 4G আছে সব সময় সবখানে।
1 বছরেই এটা ফ্যাকাশে আর তোরটা এখনো নতুন। এটা রিন দিয়ে ধোয়া, যে ব্রাইট লক টেকনোলজি সাধারণ পাউডারের তুলনায় দেয় দ্বিগুণ উজ্জ্বলতা। রিন অ্যাডভান্সড দেয় দ্বিগুণ উজ্জ্বলতা।
I think clearly he's not going to bowl, so the last 7 overs are going to be bowled between. Oh, good stop, he said 3. Romario Shepherd's got 2, Akash Madwal's got 1. That Kudzir's got 1 and Bumrah's got 2 and Bumrah's got 2.
This was absolutely superb bit of fielding from Tilak Varma. Full stretch to his left. Saved what would have been a boundary. So +3 for him. Landed a little bit awkwardly on that hip. But he's still out there patrolling the backward point region.
I think what you will be doing now as a Delhi Capitals batsman is looking at that bowling card. You won't have Bumrah in your list because he's got 2 overs, so you'll be saying 10 runs, 12 runs there. If you get more, it's a bonus. Now you've got to target someone for that big over of 20, maybe more than that, nothing like it. And you've got the players in the dugout who can come out and do it, and the 2 here who are set.
Well bowled. Can they get a second? No, they won't. Shepherd might be one of those. His career economy rate is about 10. One of the great strengths of every team that Pandya plays in is that you get sometimes 4 overs, seam bowling all-rounder in the top 6. The My 11 Circle ultimate team of the match, Romario Shepherd with 85 points. Remember, he got a wicket too. Akshar Patel's had a good tournament. Look, Akshar Patel can hit the ball. Rishabh Pant can hit the ball. Kumar Kushagra can hit the ball. And Stubbs is already hitting the ball very well. Porel is in.
Surprised why Hardik isn't bowling, because he would have bowled well on the surface. He has the ability to hit the deck and bowl those off-cutters, slow bouncers. Hasn't bowled much in this IPL.
I just wonder whether tonight presents team with Shepherd and Nubby and these guys coming in, and as captain he's trying to get the best out of his troops.
5 of the first 4 balls, but Delhi Capitals are not going to let it end like that. He's looking so good, Stubbs here. Looking in control, not overheating.
He's in phenomenal touch, and his intent right from the word go tonight has been absolutely first class. That was a wonderful cricket shot. Got the length he was looking for and just pumped it straight back over Shepherd's head. The other thing about Hardik, and I know there's been a lot of talk about his leadership and the start they've had, but prior to this season, he did an amazing job for the Gujarat Titans, and his win percentage.
They'll come back for 2. 11 of that over. 11 of it, 138 for 2. Now 97 needed of 6, and the Delhi Capitals are still ahead of where the Mumbai Indians.
ইঞ্জিনিয়ার সাহেব দেখেন তো এত বড় দুর্যোগেও ওই বাড়িগুলি দাঁড়িয়ে আছে কোন শক্তিতে?
এজন্য প্রয়োজন দক্ষ ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং পরিকল্পনা এবং মানসম্পন্ন উচ্চ শক্তির নির্মাণ সামগ্রীর ব্যবহার।
যেমন বিশ্বসেরা কোয়ান্টাম প্রযুক্তিতে তৈরি জিপিএইচ কোয়ান্টাম B600DR, বর্তমানে বাংলাদেশের উচ্চ শক্তি সম্পন্ন একমাত্র রড।
Enjoy the emotions of the sports with Melbot. Enjoy the energy, the victory. Only victory. Only Melbot.
এরকম শাড়ি আমি কখনো পরি?
এই নাও মা।
তাতে কি? এখন থেকে পরবো?
মুহূর্তগুলো হোক এমনই মিষ্টি, রাঁধুনি ক্ষীর ও ফিরনি মিক্স। আরএফএল SWR পাইপ অ্যান্ড ফিটিংস সঠিক মাপে ও তাপে টিকে থাকে বছরের পর বছর।
আরএফএল SWR পাইপ অ্যান্ড ফিটিংস, পাইপের বস, না কিনলে লস।
মাসের খরচ তো এখন হয়ে গেছে দ্বিগুণ।
এখন টাকা বাঁচাতেও হবে দ্বিগুণ।
আইডিয়া সব হবে দ্বিগুণ, সব হবে দ্বিগুণ। দ্বিগুণ বাঁচানোর জন্য মাটির ব্যাংক।
বাহ, কিন্তু দাগও লেগেছে দ্বিগুণ। এখন পাউডারও লাগবে দ্বিগুণ।
না, আমার মাটির ব্যাংক আছে না, নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল। এটি সাধারণ পাউডারের তুলনায় লাগে অর্ধেক, তাই ধোয়া যায় দ্বিগুণ কাপড়।
এইবার প্রমাণ পাওয়া যাবে। কি বুঝলেন? সেরা প্রাইম সবচেয়ে দীর্ঘস্থায়ী এবং মজবুত ট্যাঙ্ক। আচ্ছা, 50 বছরের ওয়ারেন্টি।
সেরা প্রাইম ওয়াটার ট্যাঙ্ক, ব্যাকটেরিয়া মুক্ত দীর্ঘস্থায়ী ট্যাঙ্ক।
এই ঈদে দেশ জুড়ে কেনাকাটার ফুর্তি হবে শুধু বিকাশে।
সাথে ডিসকাউন্ট কুপন, ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক। Keep exploring for Rimo. আরএফএল বালতি, দেশের বালতি, দশের বালতি।
দেশ জুড়ে জিপি স্টার, পাশে আছি সবসময়।
দারুণ সব ফিচার সহ রেডমি নোট 13 ঠিক যেন সুপার নোট। তাই রেডমি নোট 13 সিরিজের সাথে এবার আপনার ঈদও হয়ে উঠুক সুপার ঈদ।
প্রতিটা ইফতার মিটাপেই ভরে যাবে মন, ফ্যামিলি আর অচেনাও হয়ে যাবে আপন। আর যেখানেই ইফতার মিটাপ, সেখানেই রিফ্রেশিং 7 আপ।
বড় 7 আপের সাথে 25 টাকার 7 আপ ফ্রি।
Can get a wicket.
I think precisely for that reason. They'd rather have an over where he concedes, say, even 6 to 8 runs, but breaks through. Would ideally like to see a new player at the crease the next over.
We haven't yet seen Rishabh Pant. Last year, Akshar Patel had a flyer against the Mumbai Indians. So there's life in this game. you'll have to look at the scores and say, even though they're ahead at this stage of where the Mumbai Indians were, that at this stage maybe the game's just tilted towards the Mumbai Indians. But there is life in it. There's a lot of life in it. Big over this. He's got magic in his hands.
Yeah, and every time you see a slow ball from Bumrah, you just wonder whether he's setting young Perel up here for that toe-crushing Yorker, I should say, just like Prithvi Shaw received in his previous over. Pace off, take him wide of the crease and set him up for a middle or leg stump Yorker on speed.
They've got to find a way of getting 10 of this over. They get 10 of this over, they're setting themselves up sort of 86, 87 in the back five. It is tough in itself. They can't let this be a quiet over. This is a good contest here, Bumrah to Stubbs.
And I think that's exactly what Hardik Pandya is thinking as skipper. We touched on it as we see the batsman to come, Rishabh Pant. And his matchup with Bumrah will be interesting because Bumrah's got him out 6 times. He averages 8 against him. Akshar and Lalit Yadav, who's playing his first game of the tournament. But yeah, going back to Hardik, his record as skipper is phenomenal. And I know there's obviously a tough situation with Rohit Sharma and what he's achieved at Mumbai. But he lifted a trophy with the Gujarat Titans in his first year there, which is no mean feat. Another toe-crushing Yorker. Crow-tushing. Got my C's and T's mixed up today.
That's what Bumrah does in the commentary box also.
He's bamboozled me as well. But yeah, just going back to Hardik, I mean, he's got probably the most successful win percentage as a skipper in the IPL. Yes, it's on a small sample size, but I guess obviously it's a tough
The ball passes the bat, flat line, satisfied. No bat involved. Can we have ball tracking, please? Copy that. Pitching outside the off stump, impact outside, original decision is not out. Ullas, you can stay with your decision of not out. I'll tell you when you're on screen. You're on screen, signal not out. Thank you.
The leg bye was given, and he's taken all the time in the world. I mean, that's precisely the reason why that this has come into play. Once he gives that leg bye, you can get on with it. Stump. And we've taken 5 minutes.
Now we'll look at that again to see exactly what happened there on that shot, because that was a strange angle for Rishabh Pant to play. I think he was looking for a little scoop over fine leg. It's almost like he was playing French cricket. You ever played French cricket as a kid? Your legs are stationary, you just move the bat around?
My legs weren't stationary. You could probably see leg.
It's Tristan Stubbs. And he's striking it beautifully. Underneath it and got the distance. It's hit low on the bat, it's still gone.
Is the Romario of 13. Is he negating that? In Kudzir, maybe Madwal bowled 20, Bumrah 19, Shepherd next. The punch Dodivi, Tristan Stubbs, Tim David 200, and that's only number 5. What?
He's set. Rishabh Pant. It's a clip up to Free's hands.
Very much just yet. This goes straight up. Confusion about who wanted it. Didn't seem settled, Rishabh Pant, and he's walking back. Another wicket goes down.
Yes, the bowling was good from Kotsir. Rishabh just come to the crease, so looking to just flick it, get underneath it. Just didn't get the opportunity to get under the ball. Scooped it up in the air, and in the end, it looked as if they might make a mess of that catch, but Hardik takes it. This is a big wicket. Rishabh Pant has to depart. It's 153 for 4.
খেললাম পড়লাম গাছেও পানি দিলাম হেল্প লাগবে
রোজা সারাদিনেও ও থামবে না সেহরিতে ওকে দেই হরলিক্স এতে আছে 23টি প্রয়োজনীয় পুষ্টি হরলিক্স সেহরিতে সহায়তা করে পুষ্টিতে
Power, Chumuke action. Final over. He's done a pretty good job before this. 3 overs for 26.
And Delhi, the required rate now over 20. It's getting tougher and tougher. Akshar Patel has come out to the middle. So 4 overs to go. Coaxer has 1 over left. Bumrah has 1. Madhuwal 1. Nicely played. Well, he's the man. If Delhi Capitals have to get close or past the finishing line, Tristan Stubbs will have to do what Mario Shepherd did for the Mumbai Indians.
And what he'll want to say is, hey, you shouldn't have let me go. Look what I can do. Could have been doing this for you. That's a lot to ask, must be said. He's a fabulous player. Just coming into his own. He's had a decent season in terms of first-class cricket. Imagine him to the season ago, obviously younger and trying to find his way.
That's a fine shot. Beautifully picked up for 6. So pressure on the bowler straight away. First 2 balls going for 10. And he's keeping them in the hunt.
And it's a no ball as well. Oh, wow. A free hit for Tristan Stubbs. He needs no invitation. And they're desperate here for an over of about 30, somewhere there. It's a huge no ball. And he stretches to try and get that ball in the block hole. In recent times, Tristan Stubbs very controlled with his aggression as he tries to find the boundary.
And he smoked that through the offside. Made full use of that free hit. And after 2 balls, 15 runs have been scored in this over. That's what they needed. They need to go at 20s. A good chance here to make this a big over. 25, 30 even.
And that's exactly what Hardik Pandya is telling his young bowler, to just calm down. He was running in hard, he was trying to bowl quick. He overstepped, trying to ruffle Tristan Stubbs there. And he's been penalised. We've seen how crucial the 17th and the 18th overs have been for the sides chasing. They started well here, the Capitals.
They're not miss the middle much. Tristan Stubbs.
Good delivery. Into the block hole. Attacking the stumps. And what they need is really to keep Stubbs away from the strike throw. He's striking at 266 at the moment. Last man to go.
Never looked in control, never looked comfortable. He was sitting outside in the dugout for a while, looking at the proceedings, his feet not Not going anywhere. The first ball he faced and the third ball he faced.